So what do you do if you're working on a song and there's already a very predominant instrument part, either by a guitar or a keyboard, and it's really in everyone's face? How do you find a line or another guitar part that kind of complements that? Let me give you an example. We're working on this song right now. So we have drums and an organ, but we have that really predominant guitar line. And that guitar line is doing a great job of outlining the chords of C to D minor. And it's doing a really nice job of that. So how do we write another guitar part line that doesn't step on the toes of that? Well, I like to kind of look at the guitar parts that I put together on songs in different frequency ranges. Kind of think of like high, middle, and low. And this part, to me, the first part is already kind of in the lower register. So we can play up here maybe, more in the middle register. Let's see what that sounds like. Let's try to add something very simple like that, just arpeggiated lines. And again, we have more of the lower part. Now we're kind of thinking more in the middle range of the guitar. So that works well. So we have kind of low, we have the middle. Now let's go up a little bit higher. And let's try to come up with something that works now in this range on the guitar. So all I'm doing here really is I'm just playing the same chords, right? We have a C and a D minor, but now I'm using this shape and this shape. But I'm only playing the top half, the top 3 strings. And what I'm going to try to do is complement the first guitar part. That part, I'm going to try to incorporate that in this next guitar line. And this adds a little bit of, obviously, continuity through the guitar parts, but makes it sound like everything complements each other very well. So let's try that. Hear it a little bit better. What I was doing was this: C to D minor, and then when that part came up, I was trying to outline it here on the top half of the chord. So again, same thing. So again, all I'm trying to do is complement that guitar line. I'm not getting in the way of it, but I'm playing the same notes, but just up higher in the octave range than it was down lower here on the first guitar part. So now we have this. On top of. Now we're adding a higher part up here. So what else can we do? Well, now maybe we can think about adding a little bit of a melody line that sits on top of everything. So I'm going to try some 6th. Now that motif sounds familiar because again, we're picking up, and we already had it in the other guitar part, but I'm outlining that thing now in 6, that motif. let's try that on top of this song and see what that sounds like. So now you can see we're starting to fill out this song with all of these different guitar parts stacked on top of each other. And all that we did was we just listened to what the other instruments are doing. We had the main riff, outlining the changes, and off of that we built so we had the low part, middle kind of part, higher part, and we kind of stayed in the same range, but we just played around with more of like a melody or a signature line. And when you put it all together, you kind of get something interesting, just a fuller sounding song. I'll play the middle line. So some key takeaways for this. When you're thinking about making different guitar part lines, find ones that are in different frequency ranges on the guitar. And if there's a signature line or something that's really standing out that's making a musical motif, try to copy it in your other guitar parts.